There's a big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road. An old brown bottle in the puddle in the cattle guard. And a June bug beetle in the bottom of the bottle of the big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road that I am traveling on. And a redhead rider with a radio rearing the windows down. He's rocking and reeling to the rhythm of the country sounds. He's got his 18-wheeler with pedal to the metal, and he's headed for the dillo in a bottle in the middle of a little old country road. I'm traveling on. He swerved to the right, it's the dillo in the middle. He swerved to the left, it's the puddle in the guard. Next thing you know, he's coming at me. Dive of the bar ditch, what do I see? Big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road. And old brown bottle in the puddle of the cattle guard. And a June bug beetle, bottom of the bottle of a big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road. I am traveling on.
That was incredible! Whoa, I wish I could talk that fast. Y'all, you've just heard from performer John Arthur Martinez. Of course, ACL's going on this weekend, but if you want to avoid the downtown crowds, you can head on out to Marble Falls. This is actually where he grew up. There's another music festival going on. It's called FiestaJAM. John Arthur is here to tell us more about it. First of all, I have to commend you on the song, sir. That was a ton of fun.
Thank you. Did you catch it? 83 examples of alliteration.
Were there really? The Armadillo song, is that right?
Yes.
And did you write that song?
I did. I co-wrote that with Mike Blakely. I don't deserve all of the blame.
It's hard to sing, I bet, getting all those words out.
It took a while.
But is that a good example of the sort of music you do?
My music, and I was just talking to Gustavo who did the tango, we have a mixture of things. It's a fusion of songs that we do. Some of them are Latin, Tex-Mex, some of them are Western swing, some of them are very country. So it's just a mixture of, that's what we do.
Oh man, it's a ton of fun. Okay, talk to us about FiestaJAM. Tell us about this festival.
FiestaJAM, we founded a few years back to benefit youth music education, and not only benefit them, but bring awareness to the needs of youth music education in our community, but also in almost every community across the United States. It's typically underfunded. They are always doing fundraisers for themselves, and so we wanted to do FiestaJAM to bring awareness to that and also bring a community of significance for our community.
Absolutely. So you told me yesterday is really the starting date, but we've got 2 days left.
Yes.
So talk to me a little bit about what's going to happen for the next 2 days.
Well, we've got some Grammy Award winners that will appear on the bill tonight.
Wow.
Sean Kemp and Walt Wilkins, Bernie Nelson, David Lee, all of them significant songwriters, and not just songwriters, but singer-songwriters who are great performers. David Lee will be inducted in the Texas Songwriters Hall of Fame, the next induction ceremony. So, I mean, all of them are significant. My band will open that show. Luis Coutinho, a Brazilian on percussion, Kurt Bomber, an amazing fiddler, and Mark Epstein, a bass player whose resume is that long. Yeah.
And what do you call your band?
John Arthur Martinez and Tejas.
And Tejas. Okay, all right. Something for everybody to write down because it sounds like it's going to be a good old party. You know, as far as like it being family friendly, the different types of music that we're going to hear, what would you suggest?
It is definitely family friendly for older children who enjoy listening, you know, who want to go to a listening environment, because
Sure.
these are singer-songwriters, so it is a listening environment. Tomorrow night's bill will feature Shake Russell, who's recorded many songs with Clint Black and others, and
Wow.
and he is a legend in Texas. And Michael Hearn is also another great, an amazing songwriter. Mike Blakely, John Greenberg, and the Outlaw Firm, and a bluegrass band called Grassland will open the show.
Boy, you guys have a full list. I want to hear about the song search. There's something really cool going on with that. So people were trying out online, right? You had a
Yes.
first round of finalists after last night.
Yes, and those who were the finalists, the 4 finalists, will appear twice in our community during the weekend. And the song search is called the Kent Finley Texas Song Search, in honor of an influencer that was from the Austin, Texas, San Marcos area. A gentleman named Kent Finley founded Cheatham Street Warehouse. He was an influencer, as I mentioned, for the lives of Stevie Ray Vaughan, George Strait. In fact, he was the first person to take George Strait to Nashville. Randy Rogers was signed right there at Cheatham Street Warehouse. Terry Hendricks, the folk icon who performed last night. Todd Snyder, another folk legend. I could go on and on, all the people that were influenced by Kent Finley. So we named this contest in honor of the great Kent Finley.
I think that's fantastic. So, as you said, the 4 finalists performing throughout the weekend on Saturday, a couple of different times, y'all. But then in addition to that, the song that finally gets chosen. Tell us about when that is.
That's going to occur in the spring. We're going to have a larger event in the spring, in the first week of May. And the winner of that one will receive the Floyd Tillman Award. And why the Floyd Tillman Award? He retired in Marble Falls, and he's a Country Music Association Hall of Fame member, a Nashville Association International Hall of Fame member. He wrote songs that, Diana Ross in the Spring, Willie Nelson, George Strait, Merle Haggard. The list is enormous.
The fact that you're remembering all of these in the first place is pretty impressive.
Well, I'm speaking extemporaneously here, but Floyd Tillman was a legend that influenced so many lives as well. So we named the award the Tillman Award, and they will receive a custom Hibbler guitar, handmade from local woods. They will receive a radio campaign with Jenny Finley Promotions. She's the daughter of Kent Finley, and she's a radio promoter all across the United States.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so 2 reasons to go to Marble Falls. One this weekend, and then you got to go again in the spring, if not before.
Yes.
Right? See that. The finalists come together and get that final award. All right. If we can, just a little bit, I know you're a full-time musician. We don't have 4 hours to talk about your musical career, unfortunately, even though I'd like to have it.
Well,
just tell me about when you got started.
Well, I got started when I graduated from high school. An uncle said, "Go buy something you don't need," and he was emphatic. He says, "If I find out you spent this on books or your tuition, I'm going to be upset." So I bought a guitar, and I didn't really think at that time, because I was a college tennis player, that I needed a guitar, but I knew I loved music. My dad was a musician, and I knew I loved music. So anyway, I bought a guitar, and then when a tennis injury sidelined me, all that energy wound up going into the guitar.
Yeah. And now, not only a full-time musician, but this is what, your 14th tour of Europe? My goodness.
The Europeans have been very good to me. Don't tell anybody over there that I'm not huge. They think I'm big over there.
He's big here in America. Absolutely. Well, you're huge to us.
Thank you.
We really appreciate your time this morning, John Arthur. Thank you.
Rosie.
Yeah. And what a performer he is. Okay, don't miss FiestaJAM this weekend in Marble Falls. To purchase tickets, head to FiestaJAM.org right now.